This week on the Sand Showbiz podcast, Nigel Clarkson chats to a lady who became well known for her work with Fragma. It's Maria Rubia.
So you've got a busy time at the moment. By the way, your song, Pieces of My Life, loving it. It's completely different for you. That's a little bit different, is it?
Thank you so much. Yeah, the minute I heard it, I was sent it from the label and I heard it. My eldest son, Brandon, he said, that is the best song you've been sent in years. That's just a hit. That needs to be on a film track or an advert. And I said, I've just got to go and record that, like, now, this week. So I contacted them and I said, oh gosh, yeah, please, I'd love to record it. We went up there and we recorded that one and another one within 3 hours. Yeah, we did the ad-libs, the harmonies. You know when something is just meant to be, like I said, it's so fitting as well with my life as well. So it was just perfect. I couldn't believe it. So I love that song so much.
Don't you find, right, and I don't know whether you find this, Maria, but the best songs, everybody I talk to, the best songs are sort of just like something that happened in maybe an hour or two and they just formulate themselves. And it's just like you say, meant to be.
Yeah. So I will never, over the years, I've been sent loads of tracks, but if I can't sing it live, I will not go into the studio and record it, because with my past tracks, I've been on stage and there's been like things that have gone wrong, you know, the sound isn't working. And I think it's really important to stay credible and real with the people in the audience. They don't want to hear you miming and then you can't sing. If I can sing a track, I'll go into the studio and record it. And my mum and dad were like, "Oh, that's a bit high, that one, Maria. Do you think you can sing that one?"
Typical parents, isn't it, eh?
Yeah, they got total faith in me. And I was like, yes, I can sing it. Yes, no problem at all. And then it's a power ballad pop track. But when you turn that up in the car, it is really powerful. And it's quite emotional, to be honest, as well.
Crazy Dogs are your record company, aren't they? Do they do all the production for that?
They're called Crazy Dog Records.
Yeah.
And yeah, very nice people there. I asked if I could sign non-exclusive with them because I'm actually now recording with a Grammy Award winning producer. Ooh.
Right. Ooh. Hey.
Ooh. We like that one. So it's always better, I've learned from before again, it's always better not to be tied into one label, and then you can branch out and do other things. And that's working really well now.
Because, I mean, you've had quite a few hits as well, haven't you? You've had 3 belters in the charts, in the top 10. How long have you been doing it now? It's about 2020, was it, roughly, when you came onto the scene big time?
Yeah, so I was in uni in early 2000s, and then it was 2001. But I was modelling before that.
Right.
I was in scenes and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, the most important, I've been a mum. I think it's really important when you've got children to be around. Mm. And I'm not one to have my children in the public eye. I don't agree with that. That's not my thing. So I did radio work. Like I'm doing radio work now with the huge radio station in America, ABC, with a guy called Aaron. He's just so lovely. And, you know, Americans, they're really professional, aren't they? So, and then back to singing again, thanks to Fragma. I mean, they re-released Every Time You Need Me last year, and it got played on Love Island last year. Yeah. That's what avalanched everything to start again, which I'm really, really grateful to Fragma. Thank you. I do
thanks, Fragma.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, and I'm signing with a record company in Miami with this Grammy Award winning producer guy who's had loads of hits, and I'm also signing with one in the UK as well. Excuse me, my voice is going.
All right.
I mean, it's really wonderful. We've got a film as well that we're doing in Canada. It's like an anime film, which is really, really awesome. So we just wait and see. Then I will bring my boys with me, because my little one, Bailey, just wants to come to the recording studio. He does come to the radio stations with me, and he likes that. He likes to put the earphones on and spin around the spinny chair. Yeah.
You're setting the seeds there, aren't you? You're setting the seeds. You'll be wanting to be on the radio. My little lad, but he's not little anymore. He's 29. But when he was 7, I've got a photograph of him sitting in a radio studio, and that was it. He loves radio presenting now, and he does it big time, you know.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Well, Bailey at the moment wants to be a DJ. So I've got him a little system, little decks and stuff like that.
Oh, brill.
Just whatever he wants to do. To be honest, he does have a really good voice. He's hitting high notes, but if he wants to be a doctor, lawyer, plumber, whatever he wants to be, he can be. It's his decision.
Yeah. Well, it's great. So exciting times ahead. And obviously when the family are growing up a bit, it gives you a bit more time to do stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Bailey's only 8. So obviously, you know, I've got to make sure that he's catered for at all times. So childcare and all that stuff, just the usual mummy stuff.
So do the family always come along to when you're doing a gig, if they can?
No, they love it. I even get them on stage. I think it's really important to stay grounded and just normal, really. Because everybody can be famous nowadays with YouTube and TikTok. It's not a biggie. We've got 7.4 million views on YouTube, and we've got 8.6 million downloads so far on Spotify with our Fragma Every Time You Need Me 2022, and it's going up 100,000 views every single week. It's mad.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's looking good. It's looking rosy. Life's good.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've got a PR company that is, they're the best, Power Promotions. They've been going for 30 years. Because if you're not on TV, so if you're not with a big record company, then you're less on TV. And my socials got hacked last year. It was just ridiculous. So we've had to start again from scratch with literally 0 followers and back up. And this PR company, Power Promotions, are phenomenal. So yeah, they said that the DJs are loving the track Pieces of My Life, and they're downloading it as well. So that's good.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah. I was really chuffed when we could say, we get an interview with you as well, Maria, because I thought, wow. Because I just think back to the Fragma songs as well that we've been playing over the years. And they're just real great songs, aren't they? Yeah,
thank you. I was really grateful with Fragma because they just had their #1, and I was really grateful for them to even have me in the studio. I was really nervous to just meet them. And then when we recorded it again, you see, it was like meant to be. We recorded really quickly, and I put some little tweaks in there, little ad-libs, little signature things of mine that I do, you know, in my foreign lyrics. And then I got the phone call, and then that's it. It goes nuts. You've got the pop video the following week or the week after, and then literally you're signing autographs and getting recognised a month. So it was mad. But good, you know, and if you don't start loving yourself, you're literally, I was rubbing shoulders with Michael Jackson and Madonna and Jennifer Lopez and performing at gigs with them. And I'm like, wow, like Elton John. But the A-listers are nice people. It's the Z-listers that are a little bit cheeky. They're the ones that they're special.
Yeah, certainly, definitely so. When I'm interviewing people, I find the same thing. And sometimes people are right up there and they think, hang on a minute, we've not even started yet. And they think, look at me, I'm a big star, you know.
Record companies don't like that. Press don't like that. The Paps, they like Maria Rubia because I'm always, you know, signing the last autograph. I'll wait outside and freezing cold in the rain and I'll sign the last autograph, or I'll give them loads of water from the VIP area, whereas all the others are just lying, taking selfies and loving themselves. And I've never been like that. And I think it's really important to just recognize it's just a job. Yeah. And it means nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like you can have a hit and then you can have a flop the following track. So they need to just chill out and just get a life, really. I think the most important people are doctors, nurses, people that are saving lives.
Yeah, you sound really down to the earth, down to the ground, don't you, about everything, which that's really refreshing, isn't it? Because some people aren't in the music business.
Yeah, so I performed at UK Glamour Awards, literally in November 2022, and we're in the queue and, in this VIP queue. And this guy literally, and I brought my dad with me, he literally jumped the queue in front of us. Yeah. And my dad looked at me to say, how rude. Mm-hmm. And I just looked at him and say, don't worry. There's a lot of egos about. I didn't say it to him, but he could see it on my face. Yeah. And the guy like, oh, do you know who I am? Oh gosh, I'm not waiting in the queue. And I'm like, my God,
Yeah.
there's people dying in Ukraine. There's all this stuff going on, and you won't even just stand in a queue, and it's a VIP queue. The other queue's like for hours. You won't even stand in a queue for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You need to chill out. And then he turned around and he goes, "Oh, I recognize you from somewhere."
Oh.
And I just went, "Oh, yeah." And he went, "Oh, aren't you Fragma?" And I thought, oh, God. Then the TV crew interviewed me. They went, "Oh, can we interview you?" And I was like, yeah, no problem, yeah. And they didn't want to interview this Mr. I Love Myself.
Yeah. Everybody is equal at the end of the day, aren't they, Maria? And you've got to remember that I do all the time. It's nothing different. We're just people at the end of the day, and we're just doing what we're doing, aren't we?
Exactly. And, it doesn't matter what. It doesn't. When you're ill and you're in hospital, you're ill.
Yeah.
I've got billionaire friends and they can't pay their way to their health. They try the best. They have the best, medical team. But at the end of the day, we're all the same. So the egos have got to stay at the door, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, it's great talking to you. Hey, what you need to do, Maria, is maybe, your son said he's pretty good at the DJing. You want him to go maybe a little rap or something on one of your songs? That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Or just a little inclusion somewhere, just a 5-second inclusion or 10-second or something like that.
Yeah, so we've already discussed that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, it's him. He's like, "Oh, Mummy, can I say something on the next song? Or can I sing something on the next song?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course you can." So it's like, "Oh, good." And then he's very clever because already with the film, he's like, "Oh, how much money would we get, Mummy, when you're in the film? And how much money would if I sing on your song or talk on
brilliant. Kids are right on it, aren't they? And they say it as it is as well. I like that. They just say it as it is.
I'll have to bring him to meet you in the studio because he would love that.
Oh, yeah, they love it. Kids come in here and, "Oh, what's this? Oh, don't touch that." It's brilliant, isn't it? Don't touch that. Oh, you've pulled that off now. Get the engineer in quick. Back in the studio. It's great fun. Anyway, it's great talking to you. We'll see you anyway soon, yeah? And if you're out touring and if you're up the Northwest, give us a shout because we'll come along and say hello.
I promise. I'll get probably management to let you know where I am because I don't know where I'm going to be. You know what it's like. Where are we today?
And what we'll do, as you're queuing up there, we'll put it in front of you. And do you know who I am?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Maria. All right. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
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 If you loved what you heard, make sure to hit subscribe on this podcast channel to never miss an episode. Stay connected and become part of the Sand Showbiz family by following us on our social media platforms. See you next time.
Showbiz.